Peaches. And I'm not just talking about my nickname in college, Peaches. This is fantastic because we are right in the middle of peaches being in perfect season. July is the time when people are making peaches and cream for breakfast. They're making peach cobbler bread pudding. They're making peach cobbler, peach pie, peach hand pies, whatever the case may be. And we're going to bring it all thanks to Melissa Fleming Epps and Pittman and Davis. You and I had the chance to present these and kick them off on Sunday.
Did.
Since that time, Brian, how many ordered? Over 5,000 have been ordered.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Now, we started the day Sunday with 4 ship weeks.
We did.
We now have only 2 because 2 have sold out.
Well, that's scary.
2 are gone. Gone. All right, now we have in the immediate ship week, only 3,300 remain, and the week of July 15th. Only 1,400. Before we get into who is Pittman and Davis, I want you to see what you're getting. Because remember, peaches are from the rose family. They should have an aroma.
They should.
There are 2 quick and easy ways to make sure that a peach is ripe. First, you smell it. If you smell very strong peach, hello, ripe. Yeah, ready to go. And if you pick said peach up and it has a little give when you squeeze it, it's also nice and ripe. Plus, it should also be very fragrant.
It should.
Now, who is Pittman and Davis?
Oh, Pittman and Davis is a company that's all about finding the best of the best for you. So we work with very small family foodie farms across the United States. And this particular farm where these Georgia peaches come from, David, it's located in Fort Valley, Georgia. And what's so special about this farm is it's 5 generations of peach farmers. And in those 5 generations, it's 130 years of absolute perfection and that special science of how to grow the perfect peach.
Oh. Look how juicy these are.
I'm not even squeezing it, it's just juicing.
If you are not hanging over a sink or over a paper plate when you eat this peach, you're doing it wrong.
You're in trouble.
This is so lovely. And did you know that the good folks at Pittman and Davis, the farms are so small that they visit each peach tree every 48 hours?
Every 48 hours. And look at this, one of our family farmers right there. Each of those trees are visited every 48 hours to make sure that it is the perfect time for them to be picked from those trees. And then here's the best part, David. They go through a triple vetting process to make sure that they are sheer perfection before they make their way to you. And only 48 hours elapse from the time that they're picked from the tree, packed, and arrive on your front doorstep. What do you think?
Okay.
Look at the juice. Okay, you need a napkin, friends. Hold on. Okay. What do you think?
This is so sweet and so perfect.
It's so good.
And because we all know what it's like when you visit a roadside stand or you visit a farmer's market and you get a great bag of peaches.
Oh my gosh, it's the best.
You can't wait to get home and make homemade peach ice cream, make peach cobbler, do peach salsa, do peach bellinis, whatever the case may be. And I remember growing up, we would stop on the way back from visiting my relatives in Georgia.
Yes.
We'd stop at roadside stands and we'd come home with 2 paper bags full of peaches.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And you could smell them in the car. Mom would make homemade peach ice cream and it was never so marvelous.
Right?
I can also remember Mom putting unripe peaches on her windowsill to try to get them to ripen up.
Right, and here's the best part. With Pittman and Davis and with these Georgia peaches, we've done all the work for you. You don't have to worry and make sure and touch them and feel them and make sure that they're perfect. We've done that for you. This triple vetting process that we have is going to make sure that each hand that touches them, 3 different sets of people, 3 different times that they go through this triple vetting process, David, to make sure that they are sheer perfection. They're going to be the perfect amount of ripeness. And here's a tip. You don't want to refrigerate them until they're perfectly ripe. So you don't want to put them in the refrigerator. They're best kept on your pantry shelf or on your counter in your kitchen.
Cool, dry place.
Yes, cool, dry place.
Cool, dry place.
That's right.
And let me just show you the box of peaches that you get again.
Yeah.
Because it's extraordinary, the fruit that we're going to be shipping to your doorstep. Now, Pittman and Davis, if that sounds familiar to you, it should, because they did our honey bells back in the early part of the year.
That's right.
Many of you have raved over the job that Pittman and Davis does. They know they had a really steep hill to climb by coming to QVC and bringing something that our customers have loved for so long.
For sure.
So now it seems only natural that we would, during peach season, bring in fresh peaches.
Right. And not just any peaches. These are the Georgia peaches. Peaches that are grown in Georgia, David, are not grown like this anywhere else in the entire world because of this reason. It's all about the soil. Do you know that 12 inches below that layer of topsoil, there is actually a layer of red clay? Now, that clay is what really helps that soil to grow the trees, to grow the peaches so they are fragrant, so they are luscious, so they ripen at that perfect time. They're that perfect balance of acidity and sweetness. And I love the fact that this is how they will arrive to you at home. They come with all these different layers of softness, so to make sure that they are hand-picked from the trees, hand-wrapped in this beautiful tissue, placed in this little cushiony area to make sure that none of them will bruise. They will arrive to you perfectly, and then with that additional layer of foam right on the top.
Look.
They're
at
perfect.
this.
The color, I mean, you can squeeze them, the softness, you know that they are perfect.
You can smell them.
That rose.
Hey, shall we invite in some guests to,
I think we
do
should.
some tasting, maybe?
I think we should.
Chelsea Phillips-Reed and also Chef Rick Roman, since he's our dinner guest tonight.
All right.
I
Are you
might
ready?
need to wipe the drool. I'm already drooling.
I have fresh napkins
We're
for
at
both
the
of you.
ready.
I might come. Well, I'm sorry. I jumped right in front of you. I'm so excited.
Here.
Look at
Help
this.
yourself.
Can I just say, hands down, my favorite fruit is peach, but it's the hardest fruit to get perfectly
Perfect.
ripe and like this.
Perfectly right, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Chef Rick, what do you think?
I could eat 5 of these in a day.
It's like
Ready for
candy.
cobbler?
Oh my gosh.
Peach bread pudding.
Ice
Back
cream.
when I was
Can I
in
just do
college,
this?
yes.
Unbelievable.
The Rick
Oh my
Roman
gosh.
Happy
When
Dance.
I was in college, during one of the summers between the
Help
school
yourself.
year, I rented a room in a fraternity house. So I'm not a member of this fraternity.
Okay.
But they rented rooms, right? And they had someone that would make homemade fruit cobblers and leave them out for the folks in the house.
Oh my gosh, what a
I would
dream.
come home
look
late
at
at
that.
night, and there'd be a thing of apple turnovers or peach turnovers.
Yeah.
I would just eat until I popped. This was so good. And I would
Take
call
some
my
for the
mom the next
road.
day. I was like, Mom, I had turnovers last night. She said, you went down to the kitchen again, didn't you? I was like, yes, ma'am, I did. This is really fantastic. Don't miss out. This juice, these peaches are so juicy.
dribble?
They run down your
Yeah.
arm.
Messy.
It just tastes like summertime. David and I were talking about before, that joyful memory of like eating that perfectly warm, ripe peach over the kitchen sink. It's that delicious every bite.
It is.
It's better than any candy or dessert for me, but knowing that every peach is perfect. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the supermarket. I bought peaches, you bring them home, they're mealy, and you throw them out.
Right.
These
What a
peaches
waste.
are perfect, so
That's
you're
it.
eating every single
And
one.
plus,
Oh, gosh.
Rick has young children at home who are probably waiting for homemade peach ice cream,
Oh, yeah.
waiting for peach pies.
I love the peach salsa
Or
little thing you're
peach
doing
salsa.
there. That's
There's
awesome.
peach French toast.
Oh,
I
and
mean,
here
come on.
is some lemon lime soda. We're going
There
to
we
pour over
go.
some peach nectar and make bellinis.
Do you know what else the peaches taste really good in? And I may or may not have taste tested this myself over the weekend.
What's that?
You pour a beautiful glass of Chardonnay, and then you dip the peaches in them. You just kind of soak the peaches in them, that juice. I mean, it just might be heaven, I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
Delicious.
These are so juicy, so tender, and they just look beautiful. May I just have
Yeah,
a
here, yeah.
I want everyone to see.
I can't
this
stop
box.
eating them.
Please help. So I have to
just
some
keep
more.
going.
Here, there's a whole half for you.
This
We'll
is
take
what you're
take the
getting.
pit out.
They're ripe. They're beautiful. They look like fire in a box.
They really do. They're so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
I mean, the way God intended peaches to be.
That's exactly
this
true.
is what's
Help
going to land
yourself.
on your doorstep. Now, we have the immediate, we have July 15th. Those are the only 2 ship weeks we have
That's
left.
it.
Now, it's important to know most people are going after that immediate ship, and that makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
they want
But we're
them.
getting more limited now in the 15th of July.
Okay.
Please grab yours while you can. This is from Pittman and Davis, the same company that brought us Honey Bells back in the first part of the year. Will be bringing us Honey Bells again next year.
That's right.
This is going to be so exciting. Don't miss out on this. Melissa Fleming Epps, always
so
a
much.
pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much. I love being here.
This is so much fun, and these peaches are so lovely, juicy, and wonderful. Perfect for this time of year for snacking. Can you imagine a little cream or ice cream in the morning?
Oh, yes, sir.
I mean, I don't care about the time of day.
Neither do I.
No shame in your game.
Anytime for
All
ice
right.
cream.
Hey, is it time for us to check in with Chelsea?